Hello and welcome back to my channel. And yes, I am going to be doing a giveaway with this video, but I'll get into that more towards the end of the video. Firstly, I want to talk about the artwork. And yes, I am drawing another dragon eye, but this time, instead of doing it traditionally with colored pencils, I'm doing it digitally. I'm using Adobe Photoshop CC for this, and I've always used Photoshop. It's the main program that I use for drawing, although sometimes I will use Illustrator. But for this, I wanted to have a real painterly style, which is much easier to do in Photoshop than Illustrator. One of the things I love about Photoshop is not the undo button. That's not my favorite thing, although it is very, very handy. But there is actually two things that are my favorites when it comes to digital artwork, and that is the ability to use different layers and also the Marquee selection tool, because you can like draw a line around something, grab it and move it somewhere else. I mean, you can do the same thing with if you've got an item on a different layer, you can move it, but the Marquee tool, oh my god, it is, I think it's probably my favorite tool. And that is something that you just cannot do with traditional artwork, and that's what freaks me out about it. Because if I'm doing like a watercolor painting or something with markers, something where that you can't actually erase it, you know, the traditional undo button, then you've really got to make sure that you've got the lines in all the places that you want them to be, because once they're down on the paper, you cannot move them. And so for me, that is one of the main reasons why I much prefer digital artwork, because I really love the freedom to be able to change the artwork either as you're going along or afterwards. Traditional artwork for me, I do enjoy it, but it's that pressure to get it right first time, which I kind of struggle with. And I'm sure that everyone goes through that. I don't know, it's just too much pressure for me. Having said that though, there is something that is better with traditional artwork, and that is the finished piece. Because you've produced this original, completely one-of-a-kind, unreproducible item, and that is something that you just cannot replicate with digital artwork. Obviously you can make, you know, thousands of copies from digital artwork, but also if you scan in the traditional artwork, you can also produce thousands of copies, so there's nothing different there. But to have this original piece that you've created is a little bit more special. But I guess the final product isn't always the main goal. I mean, I'm still very much learning a lot. I know I've been drawing for quite a number of years, but I don't draw every day and I don't practice as much as I should, so the process of actually creating the artwork is what is beneficial to me. But yeah, as I've been rambling on about, I do much prefer digital artwork over traditional, just because it's a lot easier. But then again, this isn't a digital is better than traditional. It's definitely not the case. I mean, they've both got pros and cons against them. For me, I prefer digital, but I also do love traditional, so I don't know, I kind of flip-flop between the two. But I would be interested to know who is watching this video. Are you an artist yourself? Do you draw digitally or traditionally? Or are you not an artist yourself but you're interested in art? I'm just really curious as to what other people think, so I'd really love to hear everyone's opinions about it. And I know that that is probably a bad thing to do, asking for opinions on the internet, but hey, it's all good, and I trust that people will be kind and respectful of each other's opinions, so we can have a nice, kind, friendly discussion about digital and traditional artwork. When I first started drawing this dragon eye, you can see that I did do a sketch layer, but then I completely ignored it by drawing over the top. And I'm not really sure why I did that. I just kind of went with it. And those scales that I first drew at the bottom, I liked them at first. I guess I was more just testing the brushes and just seeing what I could do with it. But I found that they didn't really fit with the style that I wanted. I think they looked like they would be better on some sort of aquatic animal. So I switched them out for some spikes so that they would mirror the spikes above the eye. For the brushes, I mostly use Kyle T. Webster's brushes, and you get them free with Photoshop CC. If I can remember which brushes they were, I'll have them listed in the description below. I don't always remember. Even when I'm drawing, I don't remember which one I've clicked on, and then when I want to use it again, I can't find it, and it really drives me nuts. But there are a couple that I go back to that are my favorites. One of them I've spoken about before, and I cannot remember where I got the brush from. But for the actual eyeball for this dragon, I did use a brush called Mordor. It's one of Kyle T. Webster's concept brushes, I think, and I really love the texture that it gives because I wanted the eye to look like a frozen crystal, and I think it worked out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. and I've used that brush in other artwork as well, and it's really great for adding this texture that would take so long to draw out by hand if you were to be doing it traditionally. So that's another thing I love about digital artwork, is you can get such a wide range of brushes and effects, and you can create these things instantly. And as you'll see, I do change the colour of the dragon, because at first I put a poll out on my Instagram story and asked what colour I should do it, because I was originally going to do it green. And for the longest time green was winning in the poll, but then at the last minute purple took over. So purple is the main colour that I'm drawing it in. But again, when working digitally, you can recolour things so easily. So I have created not only a purple dragon eye, but a green one, a red one and a blue one as well. And so with those 4 colours, I'm going to be producing postcards of this artwork, and they're going to be in this size. It is an A6 card. So if you would like to get a hold of any of these, I will have them for sale on my Etsy shop, hopefully by the time this video comes out, but if not, please keep an eye on it. And for the giveaway, I'm going to be giving away a set of 4 to 3 different people. All you need to do is to comment on this video and be subscribed to my channel, and in your comment please let me know whether you prefer traditional or digital artwork, and also let me know what colour dragon eye that you prefer. But you will be receiving a set of 4, and here's a tip: I don't actually get a lot of views or comments on my videos, so you're probably in with a pretty good chance of winning. The giveaway will be open for approximately 2 weeks or so. I will put an end date on the screen here, and I will announce the winners in my next YouTube video. There's more details in the description below. Obviously this has got nothing to do with YouTube, blah blah blah, the usual. So I hope you like the dragon eye, and if you want to see the one that I did with coloured pencils, I'll put a link in the description as well as a card on the screen, so you can go and check that out. And hopefully now that I've been able to draw a dragon eye, perhaps I could draw an entire dragon next time, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Remember to check out everything in the description on how to enter the giveaway, and I will see you in my next video.